So, Breeze, the name that Power fans can't keep out their mouths, literally. Everyone's always trying to speculate and say this guy's Breeze, that guy's Breeze, this is Breeze, he's Breeze, etc, so on and so forth. So, let's talk about it. Who could Breeze be? Well, let's look at the possibility of Breeze being a character that we've already been introduced to. Out the characters that we know, let's rule out who's definitely not going to be Breeze. So obviously, I doubt Unique is Breeze. We never know, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt Lulu is Breeze, or Marvin, or Kanan's dad, Howard. Yeah, any of the main characters, I highly doubt that any of them are Breeze. Even Unique's brother. I know someone in the comment section, I think, on my last video, suggested that Unique's brother Ronnie could be Breeze, and big up to that guy as well for leaving that comment. Big up to him. But I doubt it personally. I could be wrong, obviously you never know, but I doubt Unique's brother is going to be Breeze. Out of all the candidates, I think the most likely person to be Breeze out of the existing characters, well, the person I'm about to mention, he's an existing character, but he hasn't been introduced yet. And I think you guys know I'm going to mention, and that's D-Wiz's brother. Big up to the person who mentioned that in my last video, who mentioned that D-Wiz's brother could be Breeze. But I've seen many people mention that over the past few months, that D-Wiz's brother is going to be Breeze. And yeah, I definitely see it's definitely possible, but maybe even probable, but it's definitely a strong possibility that D-Wiz's brother is Breeze, because Breeze's character Kanan has to have an alliance with him. So it's going to be that Kanan worked under Breeze for a while, and Breeze was like a big brother to Kanan. So it's definitely someone that's older than Kanan, for one, and someone that Kanan trusts to some degree. And D-Wiz was his boy, and D-Wiz's brother just came out of prison. So he's already got that allegiance there, that kind of alliance there between himself and D-Wiz. And so it won't take too long for him to get close to D-Wiz's brother and kind of like look up to him in a way. And people say, oh, Rock has to die for Breeze to teach Kanan the game. Not necessarily. Kanan and his mom aren't getting along right now, and they could continue to not get along for a while. So Breeze could teach Kanan the game while Kanan's moved out temporarily. So while Kanan is not even at his mom's house, Breeze could be the one teaching in the game. So Rock doesn't necessarily have to die for Breeze to be introduced for Breeze to be in the picture. But maybe Rock does die down the line. We know most of these characters are either going to die or go to prison, and we know Breeze's fate from the original Power. But then again though, guys, don't be surprised if they change Breeze's fate. If for example, if Breeze is introduced and he dies in later seasons, don't be surprised if Breeze dies a different way to how they told us he died in the original Power, because there have been some continuity errors here, and they have changed some storylines. For example, in the original Power, Kanan said to Tommy, I never really had a dad. But we see in Raising Kanan, that's not true. Right now he's having a relationship with his dad. He's getting along with him. I mean, they talk and they chill together and all of that. So that's it's either a continuity error, or they decided to just change the actual plot. And so what other example could I give? There was another one as well. Oh yeah, Jukebox, that's it. Jukebox said to Kanan, I can't remember what episode, but Jukebox said to Kanan that when her dad found out that she was gay, that her dad kicked her out. But again, not true, because again, it's either a continuity error or they've changed the storyline, because Marvin found out, and obviously to go into a fight, Marvin choked her, but then Marvin ended up trying to, he ended up changing his ways, and now he's okay with the fact that she's gay and all that stuff, and they get along now. Marvin never kicked her out, she left actually. So it played out a little bit different to how they described it. Older Jukebox in the original Power said that Marvin kicked her out, but the reality is she actually left house. So that's a slight continuity error, you could say, / changing storyline. Another one is when Jukebox said to Kanan that she told Kanan, and Kanan was the first one to find out that she was gay or something like that. But again, we never really saw that scene in the Raising Kanan. She said that in the original Power, that Kanan was the first person she told that she was gay, but in Raising Kanan we never really saw that. So they are changing some things. So I'm not saying that Breeze's death is going to be different to how they portrayed, in the original, but it could be. And speaking of the original, Kanan said that, he was speaking to Tariq when he said this, and he said that Breeze was strong but he wasn't smart, and Breeze had the same routine every day. He'd come home, watch Jeopardy, which is a TV show I believe in, and this would be around 7 p.m. and so Kanan and Ghost, or was it Ghost and Tommy, but one of them two, end up shooting him while he was watching TV behind him, and that's all they wrote. That's all she wrote. That was that. So that leads me on to say this. Yeah, like I said, they could change the storyline for how Breeze dies, or Breeze might survive, or what could happen is Breeze could end up going to prison. We don't know. I suspect that Breeze is gonna die the way that they've mentioned his death. He watches Jeopardy and he gets shot by Kanan and Ghost. I believe it was Kanan and Ghost, or it might have been Ghost and Tommy. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. But I don't think they'll change that one, because they know, the writers know how much Power fans are looking forward to seeing Breeze. He's literally the most talked about character that has never even been in any episodes in Power ever. So yeah, the possibility for Breeze in terms of who it is, it's either D-Wiz's brother or it's a character that hasn't been mentioned yet. That's what I think. Yeah, it's one or the other. It's either D-Wiz's brother or his character that we haven't been introduced to yet. And when do I think Breeze will come on the horizon? I suspect probably the later stages of season 3. I think Breeze will be there. And to be honest, I'm not crazy excited for his introduction. I know a lot of people are. I don't really mind if we don't see Breeze till season 5 or 4. I'm more interested in the current storyline right now. I'm not so focused on seeing Breeze and Kanan and Tommy and all that stuff. Obviously I really have Kanan. I mean Ghost and Tommy. I'm not really that excited about that. Obviously I want to see them, don't get it twisted, but I'm not like over excited for it like some people are. But that's no diss at anyone who is. I'm just saying everyone's got their own excitement or interest or whatever. But that's it for this video. Like I said, Breeze is either D-Wiz's brother or a character I haven't been introduced to yet. I just wanted to give some thoughts on that, and when I think Breeze will arise, and how I'm feeling about his introduction really. But until next time.